Okay, so real quick before the video starts, I want to mark the day and time. It is currently 2:49, 6/26, 2003. I'm currently editing this video that you are watching, and I just so happened to go on YouTube to watch while I was finishing editing this, and we made it! I knew it while I was editing this video, or when I was making this video, that we were gonna hit 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. We're halfway to 1,000. Yeah, this is the 500 subscriber video, I guess, too. I literally said in the video that I hoped that this would happen, and it's happening. So, yeah, I just want to jump on and say thank you for that, and say we're at 500 subscribers, halfway to 1,000, and yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. Roll a title card.
Rainbow Ink!
Hey guys, and welcome back to Rainbow Ink. It is a extra video Friday, since there's 5 Fridays in this month, so you're getting a 5th random video, and I've been waiting to do this type of video for a while now, and this is the Q&A of Rainbow Ink, our first ever Q&A. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, we'll be at 500 subscribers. So yeah, I have a list of questions that you guys had asked me, that you guys had commented on the video title, asked me questions, parentheses, this video will be deleted on June 21st, which it did. So here are all your guys' questions here. We have quite a few to get through. Literally one person wrote 5 questions in her or his statement. So before we get into the questions, I apologize if I mispronounce anyone's names, or well, usernames in this video. So hopefully I don't mispronounce anyone's names. If I do, tell me in the comments below if I mispronounced your username, and so I am so sorry. Okay, first up, from, I'm assuming that's Irida9370, had asked, what is your recess process like when you do a Disney bound? Okay, so there is quite a few multiple steps that I do when I do a Disney bound. Of course, figuring out what's the next Disney bound within the current one. So like for instance, the next Disney bound you guys are getting is Nani from Lilo and Stitch, Lilo's older sister. So when I get the name, I usually do research, like looking it up, pretty much getting examples, whether it be from other people's Disney bounds that they've done and just like posted and listed together, or I'm looking at screenshots from the movie, the cartoon, wherever they're from, and then there I make a list of what I have to get and what I already have. So for instance, one thing that I already had, and this is slightly a spoiler alert, were her boots. It's those tannish hiker boots that she wears, and thankfully I have a pair already of those because I used it in Fix It Felix Disney bound, so there's that. And then the other 2 pieces of clothing were the shirt and the shorts, and the dead thing was me getting the shirt, which again you will see within the next Disney bound, which will literally be a week from this video when this comes out. Thankfully the next Disney bound you guys are getting was slightly easier to try and figure out, because it's literally, spoiler, is 3 pieces, and then putting together the outfit and making sure it looks right. Okay, so next question, at pink-hj, how do you decide what movies or movie/franchises do you sort for your next Camp Half Blood sorting videos? Also, you say you do research on each character. What is that like? Okay, so firstly, let's start off with the first one, with how I decide characters and franchises for the next sorting video. Okay, so there's one of 2 ways that I usually pick for a video, whether it be a movie or franchise. One of them I kind of have leaned off of doing, which was having the movie when it came out, what month it came out, and putting it in the month it came out. But 99% of the time, I try and pick a theme to go with each month. So like for instance, with the first sorting video that after the original 3, which I believe was the Nightmare Before Christmas sorting video, it's a Halloween movie. You can think it's Christmas, whatever. So October, it's most of the movie is placed within October, and it's labeled as a Halloween movie, so of course it's gonna get put in October. Frozen, it was, even though it's technically casted in spring and summer months, it still has that wintry effect because it's Frozen. It's literally, one of the main characters has ice powers. I knew that movie needed to put in a winter month. So January, Princess and the Frog, the reason why it was posted in February character because it's movie based in New Orleans, and literally in the movie was Mardi Gras. Usually Mardi Gras is in February. Like that sort of thing. Like if there's a holiday or it's like that time of year kind of based. Now for your second question, which was, oh, so you say you do research on each character, what is that like? So once I figure out a movie, let's just do the example of Jungle Book since it's the most recent one, I write down all the characters' names, mainly the main characters or any one of them that I feel like is an obvious choice really. Now, one of two ways will happen, most likely both ways will happen. Once I write down all the characters' names that I want to sort, one of the two things, or really both, happens at times, which one of them is if I haven't watched the movie in a very long time. I hadn't watched Jungle Book in a very long time, so I sat down, watched it, and took notes during the movie. And any character that I felt like I didn't get a good grasp on, I would just look it up online. I would just look up their personality, whether it's through the Disney Wiki or really just anything that describes really their personality wise. Let's move on with our next question. Thankfully, this one's gonna probably get a short answer, which is from Forgot-the12. What's your favorite color? Literally, you took it from the video. But anyways, my favorite color is purple. If you cannot see, my room is purple, but I also do like shades of blue. Okay, next up. At the House of Owls. Owl House. Nice. Do you know when the next Disney Bound is? Like us? Parentheses, aka you pull it out of the cup, and parentheses, or do you pre-pick what character you Disney Bound next? Okay, so honestly, about 98% of the time, and again, 98% of the time, the next Disney Bound that I do is usually when you guys see it, when I first pull it out of the cup, but I will admit there is a 2% chance of a Disney Bound being pre-picked. I will admit I did do that in the past, and I will also admit there has been a recent one where I pre-picked. I'm not going to say if the video is already up or if it's coming soon. I'm not going to say that entirely, but 98% of the time, I know when you guys know when I pick from that cup who the next character is going to be. Okay, so that dirty little secret out of the way, let's get on with our next question. At Headphones-17 had asked, are we getting the least favorite and favorite lists again this year? I'm assuming you're talking about the Disney Bounds, which I'm assuming you are. Yes, I am doing them again this year to give me some breathing room for December, and I know this is early to say, I'll say it again within November's videos, but November 17th will be the last Disney Bound you will get this year. Because December, just like last year, are gonna get the list. Because thankfully, again, this year, there's 5 videos in December, so we're thankful for that one. Okay, so next question, which is at Micro735. They have asked, what is next for the Akinator series? Okay, so Micro735, I do not blame you in the slightest. I know this comment was made before the Akinator versus Ultra Beast video, which I had stated in that video, which was me restarting all the way back to Generation 1 with only legendaries. So that's what's next for the Akinator series. It's gonna be our next little series of adventure we get to go on together, so there's that. Okay, our next question is at, hopefully I'm saying this right, I'm hoping it's Raya-875. What do you plan on doing when you hit 500 subscribers? Well, I hope this video. I'm hoping by the time this video goes up, we are at 500 subscribers, so hopefully this is our 500 subscriber video along with the Q&A. So there's that. Okay, next question. At 30off451, what cabins, parentheses, from Camp Half-Blood, close parentheses, would the 2017 versions of Huey, Dewey, and Louie go into? Okay, so fun fact, and also spoilers alert, when this person commented this, I was actually in the middle of researching a 2017 DuckTales sorting video. So, spoiler alert, you're getting a DuckTales 2017 sorting video, and most likely it won't be here until either August or September. So quickly, you're gonna have to wait. But anyways, I guess I can do a little bit of a spoiler slash tease for this, for at least for Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Okay, so for Huey, immediately want to put him in Athena. Reason, because he is literally the smart one, he's the strategy one, he's pretty much the smartest one out of the three. For Louie, I would recommend for him to go into Hermes with the original three, because in the show he's kind of like money driven, and he's like fine with taking the easy way out and like cheating, stealing, that sort of thing. And I think Hermes would be the best place for him to go. Alright, okay. Dewey, it's probably the hardest out of the three for me to sort, but if I had to choose, maybe Dionysus, because he acts like this kind of like herdy guy. We all know out of the three of them, if they go to college, he's gonna be the frat guy. Of course, he's literally the dumbest one out of the three of them. No offense to the character, but that's how they made him in 2017 version. So, yeah. Huey and Athena, Dewey, maybe Dionysus, and Louie and Hermes. Just the question is, what other characters are gonna be in that sorting video? You won't know until the video comes out. Okay, so for this next comment, this person had put 5 questions down. Okay, so we're gonna go through them real quick and then go through each one of them. At Joe-Joe70, hopefully I said that right. Okay, parentheses, sorry in advance for multiple questions, close parentheses, Joe's-Joe70, it's okay. First question, why did you decide to start doing Disneybound list and the Disneybound redos? The first answer is pretty much the same thing, is I wanted to give myself either extra time or I wanted to take a break slash hiatus. The hiatus more towards the Disneybound list, and the extra time is usually for the Disneybound redos. But also the other reason for me wanting to do Disneybound redos is not every single Disneybound I do is great. There are some that are just downright terrible and will always be terrible in my heart, so I had to redo them. I just had to. I felt like I had to give these characters better justice. Okay, so next question. Question number 2. What is your favorite Disneybound that you've done? Oh my goodness, this is such a toughie. I've done so many. Which one is the one that is my favorite that I've done? I don't know, because I've done so many. In recent years, I think I have to say Esmeralda, even though that was only literally last year. I very much loved doing that Disneybound. I loved all the accessories, all the pieces that I had for that Disneybound. I think as of recent, that is my favorite Disneybound I've done. There's probably other ones that I'm thinking of that were probably better and I'm just not thinking of them. But I suppose for the moment, Esmeralda has been my favorite Disneybound I've done. Number 3, what is your least favorite Disneybound that you've done? Again, this is literally like the last question. I've done so many, and it depends. Like, I think there's about 50-50 chance of it being terrible and it being great. I just don't know. My brain keeps circling back to one other one, not Esmeralda, but I think my least favorite Disneybound that I've done, I think, was Winnie the Pooh. The original one, not the Disneybound redo. Disneybound redo I actually like, but I very much dislike everything I did for that character. It was only literally 2 pieces. It was a long sleeve shirt, and his shirt not long sleeve, because at the time I couldn't find a red short sleeve shirt, and that skirt literally has flowers on it. That is the closest thing I could find to something that was yellow at the time, and I think, in all fairness, it should take my least favorite spot, because I think that was my least favorite Disneybound I've ever done. That's why it got a Disneybound redo. It needed a Disneybound redo. It really did, and I'm glad that the Disneybound redo did much, much better than that original one. I'm very glad with that Disneybound redo versus the original. Okay, so next up, which Disneybound redo is your favorite? Okay, so it's not Winnie the Pooh before anyone asks. I'm glad how well that one turned out, even though it was only 2 pieces. But I think out of all the ones I've done, is a mix-up between Mulan, the actually very last one, the Sleeping Beauty, her blue dress, and Belle in her, I'm just going to say peasant dress. Out of those three are probably my favorite ones I've done. But I think I'm actually going to lean more towards the Mulan one in her matchmaker dress in the beginning of the movie. I think that one out of all of them is my favorite because of all the accessories I add, and even though I reused one item from the original one, which was the hair clip, I styled my hair a perfect way. I had multiple layers. I think that one maybe out of all of them was my favorite, but please note, Belle in her peasant dress and Sleeping Beauty in her blue dress are close competitors for number 2 for my second favorite. Next question, and this is our final question from Joe-Joe70. Which Disney Mountain are you most proud of? This feels like the second question all over again, which is your favorite? And my brain immediately wants to go back to Esmeralda because I am very, very, very proud of that, how that turned out. And I very much love and care and think that Disney Mountain is amazing in my heart. So I think I'll go with Esmeralda on that one as well. Alright, next question. At Fast46, why did you decide to start making videos? Okay, hard-hitting question. Fun. I think I started not the purpose of making money because I wanted to have some creative outlet. I know that sounds so cheesy and like every YouTuber says that, but me, I just wanted to have a creative outlet in some shape or form because I was never good at like painting or drawing. I'm not good at music. I'm not good at sports. Out of all those, I find my most creativeness within making videos. And I know it would be awesome if I did get paid to do this, but I'm not just doing it for that. My main thing is having this creative outlet. Next question, at Baymaxlow Battery 8801, how is Bear and Woody doing? / can we see pictures? So first up, yes, you can see pictures. Hopefully there's a picture somewhere on the screen now. But Bear and Woody are doing fine. We have Bear for over a year now. We figured out when his birthday is. It's in February, so there's that. But mainly they're doing fine. Bear is very rambunctious and still has a lot of energy in him because he's still technically a puppy even if he's a year old. Him and Woody are balls of energy put together. They're pretty much best friends. And Woody helps keep Bear in line, so yeah, everything's going good. And also, I know you didn't ask, and really no one asked, but we finally figured out what other half Bear is. Great Dane. Lab Great Dane mix. Heaven help us all on that one. So yeah, Bear and Woody are doing fine. They're pretty much best buddies. All the stuff, there's times where they do get in spits and fights, but all in all, they're fine. They're best buddies in that regard. Okay, so we're dwindling down questions. This is our second to last question, and then we'll get into our last question, which is at A_Sylveon487. What is your favorite Pokemon from the latest generation? Oh my god, this is a little hard. So, would everyone be mad at me if I just said the basic answer of Flacoco? He's adorable, dopey little alligator guy, or crocodile, whatever he's supposed to be. He's the starter that I picked, and I very much love him being him in its own dopey little self. I also like Tinkaton. I will admit, I like the hammer. And even though we have a new generation, I think it might be time sooner or later I come up with another favorites list, because we do have a new generation. Maybe I'll get started on that after this video. Maybe you might get it, maybe you might not. You probably did it, don't worry. Okay, so, final question. And it's our final question of the Q&A. So, before I read this final question, I wish to thank everyone who commented. Okay, so, hopefully I'm gonna say this name right. Melissa Chase 976 has said, "Hi, I'm new here, but I'm curious, how long does it take to make one of your videos?" So firstly, hi Melissa, welcome to Rainbow Ink. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. But to answer your question, how long does it take to make one of my videos? I'm assuming filming and editing, that's what you're asking. Okay, so, depends on different videos. For Disney Bounds and Disney Bound redos, it can take up to 10 minutes to 20 or even 30 for Disney Bound redos. So for the Disney Bound list, it took me an hour each to film them, and it took me maybe about 2-3 hours to edit one, and 2 and 3 hours to edit the other, of course. For a sorting video, it depends on how many characters I have in said video, but usually it does take up to 30 to 45 to an hour to film. And it takes me usually 2 hours to 3, even 4 to edit said video. Academic and quiz videos usually take me an hour to film, and it usually takes me a day, maybe 2, maybe 3 max, to edit everything on that. Quizzes usually take a day because they're shorter length, but academic videos usually can take up to either a day to 2 days to even 3 days. And just like other random videos, it just depends on what type of video it is. I do all the editing, I don't have anyone else doing it, so I don't mind the editing. But again, it just really depends on the video. It just really depends on the day. It also depends on pretty much everything. And that was our last question. Yay! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you to everyone who commented on that original video and asked these questions. If you want me to do another Q&A, tell me in the comments below, and maybe I'll do another one sooner or later. I'll probably make a video of it saying, hey, comment on this video and then you'll get a Q&A video like I did with this one. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, thank you to everyone who commented your questions. Please make sure to like and subscribe and all that beautiful jazz if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to know when I upload. Last video right there, subscriber beneath it, and I'll see you guys next time here on Rainbow Ink. Bye!